Hello and welcome back to Pennies and Salt. I'm Megan and I'm so glad that you are here today. I am going to start by saying today's video is actually a collaboration with several other large family ladies, and the theme is large family meal ideas. And so together we are all sharing our favorite large family meals to give you guys some ideas. Now, it doesn't matter what size your family is, big or small, or if you just need to feed a crowd, all these meals can be adjusted for whatever size that you need. So we are sharing our favorite ideas, and actually today on my channel, I'm sharing our favorite chicken meals. We have 8 people in our family, and so it was really hard to choose what our favorites actually were because everyone has a different favorite pretty much. So today I'm sharing our top 4 chicken meals, and in another video I'll share maybe beef meals, shrimp, whatever, in a separate video. So after you watch this video, make sure you click down in the description to the playlist so that you can watch some of the other videos as well. I am super excited about this collab. I love getting new meal ideas and can't wait to watch the other videos. I'm going to be sharing one of our large family favorite recipes today, and this is a recipe for chicken parmesan. So this is actually 4 chicken breasts, but they're all cut in half. So it's 8 chicken breast halves, so 4 breasts. And you're also going to need some salt and pepper, 4 eggs, 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs, 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, which I've already put in the bowl, 2 cups, well, really 1.5 cups of olive oil for frying, 1 cup of tomato sauce, which normally I would make our spaghetti sauce, but we have this that I bought from Costco as like emergency, where I just don't have the time or just don't have any frozen to make our own. So that's why I'm using the Classico today, but you will need 1 cup of that, but we use the rest to eat over the spaghetti that we eat with it. Then also 1/2 cup of mozzarella cheese, and normally this would be fresh mozzarella, but I am using the mozzarella from our homemade pizza stash today because I did not buy the fresh mozzarella from the store this time. So use what you have, it's very versatile. Then also I'm going to be using basil, and again, it's better to use fresh basil, but I don't have any on hand right now. And then we are going to reserve a little more Parmesan cheese for the very end, and that is what you will need. So what I didn't show so far is that I have pounded the chicken pretty thin and then added salt and pepper on either side. Now I'm just getting ready to coat the chicken, but before I do that, I always put the oven on 450 degrees just to preheat to get ready for the chicken to go in. So after you have coated each piece of chicken in flour, you are going to turn them over, do the other side, and then get ready to coat in the egg mixture and then in your Parmesan cheese mixture. Now, all of these directions will be down in the description below. I will actually put a link to this recipe that I use. It is so good. So you're going to want to heat up the oil before you put the chicken in, of course. It's about 1.5 cups of olive oil, and you're only going to fry it on either side of the chicken for just a few minutes each before you put it into the Pyrex dish. So once all of your chicken is in the Pyrex dish waiting to go into the oven, you're going to top with your spaghetti sauce or tomato sauce, whichever you would like to add. That is your own choosing. You're also going to then top with some cheese. before you put it into the oven. Guys, this recipe, I know I already said it, but it is so, so good. We don't make it often though because I know it's not the healthiest thing in the world, but it is definitely a comfort food. So while I am waiting for the chicken to cook, I'm just getting a salad ready. So we love this honey balsamic vinaigrette. I'm getting ready to show you. It is so easy to make. All it is a 1/4 cup of olive oil, then 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, then about 2 tablespoons of honey, and then a few grinds of some salt and pepper, and then you just stir or shake it together in a jar like I'm getting ready to do, and it is so, so good. And again, I will also put this recipe down in the description below as well. So there you have it. There it is, all plated, and it is so delicious. So this next recipe is actually off of my old blog, and I'm starting with an easy homemade barbecue sauce. So it's just 1 cup of ketchup, a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, an 1/8 cup of brown sugar, 2 splashes of Worcestershire sauce, a couple of squeezes of lemon, which I didn't have, but it's okay, it's versatile, some cracked pepper, salt, and a little garlic powder. So you're just gonna let this simmer here while this other work is going on. It'll simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. So here I'm getting ready to make this chicken. Oh my goodness, guys, it is barbecue bacon cheddar chicken. So of course you're gonna start by frying a few pieces of bacon. Here I'm using 5 pieces, but the normal recipe calls for about 4 slices of bacon. Should be fine. Alright, so now it is time to do the chicken. So I actually left the bacon grease and a little bit of oil that was in there. The bacon that I use is actually an uncured bacon, so it doesn't actually leave a lot of grease. Mostly what's in there is the little bit of oil that I added. So now I'm putting in my chicken, and I am just going to let them cook for 4 minutes on either side. So I actually just kind of made up this recipe. There's a restaurant that's a local restaurant in our area, and they make something similar to this, and I love it so much, and so I kind of wanted to recreate it at home. So here I am putting these into a Pyrex dish. Now normally you would keep them in this cast iron skillet, but we have a large family, so it's not all gonna fit in there. And now we're gonna put it in the oven on 375 for about 10 to 15 additional minutes. And as you can see, that barbecue sauce is done. Alright, so this next step is coming. You are going to top your chicken with your barbecue sauce. And guys, if you want to use your own barbecue sauce, you certainly can. I just tend to not buy it. I would rather make it at home just because I already have all these ingredients. So I'm just topping them with the barbecue sauce, and then next will come the bacon and then the cheddar. So as you are finishing up on this, right before you put it back in the oven, you're going to turn it onto broil and let it cook just until the cheese begins to bubble and enjoy, guys. I served this with some diced potatoes and salad with that vinaigrette again. Tonight I'm going to make another large family favorite. It's super, super quick, and I love to have this on hand at all times, just so that when we have nights when we're really busy, believe it or not, we've been very busy even during this coronavirus stuff because we're working on our garden outside. It's been beautiful weather lately. So we've gotten a ton of work done. But with all that said, one of our favorite large family meals is actually sausage with peppers and onions. But we use, instead of using like Polish sausages or something like that, we actually use some apple chicken sausages that I get from Costco. And I'll try to insert a picture of what the packaging looks like. They are, I think they're like $13.99, I think that's right. So it's actually a really good deal. I feel like anyway, it's really good. And like I said, it's really quick. So I'm just gonna serve it probably with some mac and cheese, some Annie's mac and cheese, and some broccoli tonight. Just super quick, super easy, because like I said, we've been out in the yard all day pretty much working on the garden. And doing other yard work as well. So I'll show you what it looks like. All right, guys, grab an onion and a pepper, and then I also decided to add some potatoes to this. So I'm just slicing everything up here, getting it all ready to cook in my iron skillet that ends up being way too small for our family with this meal, but I use it anyway. So here I'm just cutting up all those sausages, getting them ready for the pan here. If you want to, you could leave them whole. We just prefer to go ahead and have them cut up. So here I am just dicing up the potatoes. You want to cook the potatoes for a good 5 minutes first before you add the other ingredients. And I put just a little bit of oil in there, just a few tablespoons of oil. So after 5 minutes of the potatoes cooking alone, then you want to add all of your other stuff. So because these sausages are pre-cooked, really you just want to cook this until all of your vegetables are cooked through and the peppers and onions are nice and sauteed and soft. All right, you guys, so this is it. So super, super easy. And then we've got our mac and cheese back here and our roasted broccoli. Super yummy, super delicious. All right, so this is one of the plates. All right, so I love a good dump and go crock pot recipe, and that is exactly what this is. This recipe is actually from Budget Bites, and it is for a slow cooker chicken tortilla soup, and oh my goodness, guys, it is so, so good. It truly is just a dump and go. I will make sure to put a link to this recipe down below. Definitely put this on your list to make just because of the ease of it all. I also want to add, do not be afraid to omit things in recipes or substitute things. I think a lot of people get overwhelmed sometimes when they're following recipes. They think they have to have every single ingredient, but just don't feel that way. Go with what you have and make changes. I do it all the time. I don't think that I ever make the same thing the same every time. So just kind of go with the flow with your cooking and enjoy. So the only thing that's left is just to let it cook and then shred the chicken and enjoy. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Do not forget to push that subscribe button and check out the playlist below.